Moving on to a pretty interesting story. I'm leaning on the yes side of this. Some people might be really afraid of this story, but I think this is super interesting, and I really want to know what you guys think. I think this might be the question of the day story for us. Okay, so Facebook has increasingly been reliant on an AI algorithm to predict suicide risk. I think this is super cool, super intense. The future is near. I don't know how much trust we should have in Facebook at this point. I don't know how much trust we should have in AI, but let me tell you the details and then we can decide after, okay? So a year ago, Facebook started using artificial intelligence to scan people's accounts for danger signs of imminent self-harm. One of the spokesperson at Facebook has stated, in the very first month when we started it, we had about 100 imminent response cases, which means that those imminent response cases, Facebook's AI would contact a local fire department, police department, and let them know this account of this person in your town it has high suicide risk. They would decide something is high risk if people were using certain statements, certain words like, I'm done with this, I'm giving up, I feel alone, I need to be alone, I think this is going to be the end, I'm saying goodbye to everyone. Huge signs like that. I don't know exactly, of course I don't know how the algorithm works, I'm a nurse here, but I think this is super good. The results so far have been at least what Facebook is telling us, and we'll get to that, right? At least what Facebook is telling us, the results have been great, okay? Continuing on from the spokesperson from Facebook, she says, to just give you a sense of how well the technology is working and rapidly improving, in the last year we've had 3,500 reports. This means that AI monitoring is causing Facebook to contact emergency responders an average of 10 times a day to check on someone. This is amazing. This is great, right? Because as a healthcare provider, something you learn, especially when you specifically think about mental health, is that this is the kind of thing that is very hard to tell. This is the kind of thing that is very hard to prevent. And with us being so involved in social media, especially those people who are very depressed, very high risk of, has high levels of anxiety and are thinking to have suicidal ideation, it's hard for the everyday person, even if you're a healthcare provider, to tell. When someone comes into the hospital and you ask them, do you have any suicidal thoughts? How are we supposed to know if they say no that they actually mean yes? Yes, we learn about the signs. Yes, we know all of the cutting signs, the depression signs and symptoms. And we can pick up on that, but it's very, very, very difficult to, right? But if an AI is able to monitor someone's if an AI is able to monitor someone's Facebook activity and see that every single day for the past 2 months, they've been super excited and friendly and happy, and then for the next 2 months, they've been super sad, saying really depressing things, posting horrible, scary things. If the AI is able to pick that up, I am all for it. I know we're in this time where people are super afraid of these big businesses, big, social media companies having all of our information. And I think it's, at this point, honestly, the way I see the future is it's inevitable. It's inevitable. We already have given up so much of ourselves to our Facebook, to our Instagram, to our social media, our emails, the whole nine. We've given up so much of ourselves, right, to the technology. I think it's inevitable. So if they can do anything good with the information they have outside of selling us things from Amazon, I say, why not? I am all for this. What do you guys think? I really want to know. Question of the day. Is Facebook alerting police officers about our suicide risks? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Are you on board, or you think that this is going to go too far? Remember, they already have our information. Remember that we're already posting all of this stuff online. So if they could do good about it outside of trying to sell us stuff, I say yes, but I want to know what you guys think. Please and thank you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate this. If you guys were informed or educated in any way, shape, or form by these stories, please hit that like button. If you liked my presentation of the news, I really suggest you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know every time Q the Nurse drops some hot, fresh press news. Thank you. Catch you next week. Deuces.